station.
May I secure from Congressman Ridon a statement of ultimate facts in the third and fourth complaint, which mentions these corporations? Are there any? None.
There is none.
None. Second, are there annexes that would show in the third and fourth complaint that would, mention and that would pertain to why you're going to ask for subpoena ducis tecum to the SSE and for the records there? Are there annexes in the complaint?
There is none.
Madam Chair, clearly this will be the biggest fishing fleet expedition that we are doing. Because it was, we only deal with ultimate facts. In fact, we are trying here to determine whether there is violation of the 6 grounds of the Constitution as stated in the two complaints. And so therefore, how can we have that, Madam Chair? So that's the first one. Secondly, did I hear from you that you want records from a law office? I heard something because this is new to us. This is a surprise to us, all of us here, that they are now a subpoena for entities that are not included in the complaint. So are you saying there's something about a law office?
To be clear, these are in the SALN of the Vice President for 2023 and 2024. So I think there is nothing that prevents this committee from basically issuing subpoenas on documents that are actually public documents, Madam Chair.
No, I'm asking specifically. There was a statement. You're asking for subpoena for a law office.
Yes, because our assumption is that this is an incorporated law office because it was stated as one of the business interests of the Vice President in her SALN.
Aware of the privilege communication between lawyers and client? This will exactly violate the provision of privilege. You cannot subpoena law firms for representing a person either accused or in impeachment cases. How can we subpoena a law firm for acting as a lawyer for the Vice President? Can you give us a reason why we should subpoena law firms under the rules of court and under the Code of Professional Responsibility? We cannot subpoena records of a law firm.
Sure, court records or communications between clients and the lawyers are absolutely privileged communications. But if this particular law firm is an incorporated entity within the Securities and Exchange Commission and had been submitting annual audited financial statements year after year and general information sheets, I don't think we are precluded as a committee, as an impeachment proceeding, from requesting these particular documents. We are not talking about conversations between the clients of Duterte Carpio or Carpio lawyers. We are talking about their financial output year on year. And to be clear, this is precisely the justification of supporters of the Vice President as to why her net worth, had ballooned to 88 million as against a computed cumulative salary of 30 to 40 million pesos. So I don't think there is reason to, in fact, object to getting all of these financial documents, whether from a corporation or whether from a law firm that is supposedly registered in the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Madam Chair,
May I call the Honorable Jokno first?
perhaps it would be more prudent if we could have the motion of Representative Ridon in writing so that we can consider all the angles and the aspects to that request. I think that we would need to tread carefully when it comes to these matters, especially given the points raised by Representative Rodriguez.
Motion, hearing suspended.
Too hot inside the car? Then this USB car headrest fan is for you. Clips right onto your headrest and off.
for the others. Or we go there once we finish the first three.
May we hear from the endorser
Yeah.
how they want it to be presented for
Thank
the
you,
purpose
Madam
of
Chair.
determination of probable cause?
For the moment, for today, we're only manifesting what we intend to present or tackle or discuss, or for the April 14 hearing. Those three grounds, those first three grounds under the third Sabalia et al. Complaint. And from there, we should be able to determine now and manifest for the record what should be the next ground to be tackled, if still necessary to tackle any of those other grounds. Thank you.
There is a pending motion to adopt the sequence of topics proposed by the Honorable D.S. Cong. Do I hear a second? The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. The sequence of topics as proposed by the Honorable D.S. Cong is hereby adopted.
Madam,
The Honorable Marcoleta.
thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, if you may I make a manifestation as regards to my observation on how the rules
You may proceed.
on how the rules were applied between the Marcos and the Duterte complaints. There appears to be
Madam
inconsistency
Chair,
in
The Honorable
application
Dilima.
point of
rules.
order. We of course respect
There's
the
a
right.
point of order, Honorable Marcoleta. We have to hear it first. The Honorable Dilima.
We of course respect the right of even a non-member to make any manifestation, some manifestations that are relevant to the issues at hand. Now, those matters have been tackled already, exhaustively discussed in the course of the proceedings for the determination in substance, sufficiency in substance, as well as the determination of sufficient grounds. That issue has been resurrected a few times already. And even the Honorable Chair has actually refuted that point, that there is no different treatment. And if there's any different treatment, is because it's mandated or is called for, necessitated by the specific facts of these cases. So there's no point to further touch on this matter.
Madam
So I
Chair.
move that we do not allow
Madam
the
Chair.
Honorable Marcoleta to
With all
press
due
further.
respect to the Honorable Marcoleta, the point of order is sustained.
Madam Chair, may I appeal?
Please make sure that your manifestation is germane
Yes,
to
ma'am,
our
because-
current impeachment proceeding.
Because
Please be reminded
Yes, ma'am.
not to move back. We have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
move forward.
Every now and then the issue of due process comes up, and we will always go back on the fair application of the rules between the Marcos and the Sara Duterte complaints. I'm just making an observation, Madam Chair, and I think I should not be precluded from
With all due
making my
respect,
observation.
Honorable Marcoleta, a point of order has been raised and the same has been sustained. So I hope we will conclude on our manifestation pertaining to the alleged double standard. Please shift to other manifestation which are germane to our current discussion in this impeachment proceeding.
Okay, ma'am. May I proceed to what Congressman Rufus made earlier regarding the nexus to impeachable ground?
That nexus pertaining to the motion for issuance of subpoena to the representative of SEC has been ruled upon as well, Honorable Marcoleta, with all due respect.
Okay, so I am precluded from making any manifestations as a member of the House?
It
that
is
Madam Chair?
precisely because the manifestations which are being raised are issues which have been ruled upon by the committee already.
Yes, ma'am, but due process prevails at any stage of the impeachment process. So, wala naman po sigurong masama sa
But please
manifestation.
confine your manifestations to the current subject matter of our impeachment proceeding. Please do not go back. The majority of the Justice Committee ruled already on the issue that you are raising. Let us respect the decision of the majority.
Yes, ma'am. Just a comparo between the two complaints, sana, if I may be allowed.
That is going back again to the issue of double standard. With all due respect, Honorable Marcoleta.
I defer to the authority of the chair. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Just for the record, if the lawyers or the respondent is present in today's hearing, they are welcome. The respondent is present in today's hearing. They are welcome to read to the committee the witnesses they intend to present for the purpose of the determination of probable cause. That is for the record. Now, if there are no other matters which the members of the Justice Committee wish to raise,
Madam Chair,
the Honorable De Lima.
one other matter. I think this committee needs to anticipate any eventuality that between now and the next scheduled hearing, which I understand is on April 14,
That's correct.
if certain incidents, motions, or requests are also filed between now and the next hearing, would it be proper for us, and I think it would be well within the prerogative of this committee, especially so that under House Resolution number 892 that authorized the committee to continue the conduct of impeachment proceedings, one matter or one action, power, or function that this committee can do or can exercise is conduct hearings and other proceedings related to impeachment complaints within its jurisdictions. So what if, Madam Chair, there would be further motions, requests, or incidents submitted or filed by any member of this committee? Would it be proper for us that this committee be allowed to hold meetings outside the scheduled hearing dates to discuss and act on subsequent motions, manifestations, requests, and such other incidents and matters that will be submitted for the committee's consideration? As with the hearings that we're conducting now, this should also be, of course, with notice to the parties and their counsels, and should be open to the public. I so move, Madam Chair, so that we don't have to wait, especially if these are urgent requests, we don't have to wait for the next hearing before this committee can act on those incidents, if any, only if there would be such subsequent incidents. Thank you.
There is a motion from the Honorable Laila De Lima to allow the committee to conduct meetings outside of this hearing. That is for the purpose of addressing urgent motions, manifestations, or any other matters relevant to the current second.
Second, Madam Chair.
The same has been seconded?
My objection,
Objection?
because, we have 14, 21, and 29. Very clear that whatever is filed could be tackled on April 14. So it's not necessary that we will have additional hearings. We set this, it's in my calendar now. I still have the lawyers. But I think we have set already 14 to 29. So let us just that is, also a premature speculation that there may be motions. And all motions will be tackled when it is filed on April 14. Thank you, Madam Chair.
With that, then we shall proceed to vote. There is a motion.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Tino.
clarificatory question.
This is your clarificatory question.
So distinction between meeting and hearing. So the